Literally, it's like it's something where you can't see anything, and this is my problem with people always trying to compare versus.
I mean, Kamui takes to another dimension.
Yeah, but that's just to bring him to another dimension.
Same shit.
He would have to cut him.
But he ain't getting out.
That's a good point.
That's true.
That's a good point.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then he lost. Yeah.
Victory for Kakashi.
Yeah, W.
Easy dub.
Easy dub.
Jujutsu Kaisen trash. Fuck that show. Stop watching it.
But this is like that's my issue with power scaling and like fights in multiple anime versus like you cannot compare certain characters to fight against certain characters because the powers, their abilities won't work.
It applies to specific
other
universe.
Like everybody be like, oh, Luffy would get dealt with against Naruto. How? Luffy's made of rubber. Nothing is going to hurt him.
Spoiler alert. Luffy's power is the power of imagination.
That's not a spoiler.
It's fake. If you're not caught up in One Piece, it's a spoiler.
I mean,
yeah, I know, I know, but you feel me?
you ain't caught up with One
Even
Piece.
still, nigga, the power of imagination. How the fuck do you beat that? Like, what are we talking about here, bro?
Hey, bro, you cannot hurt him physically unless you have hockey.
Yeah, and then there's that.
Am I supposed to just assume that chakra is hockey? Has Naruto ever showed hockey? And like, think of it in instances. Has Naruto ever showed hockey? No. Kurama has
Kurama,
because he has
the fox.
yes because of
Well,
it.
no.
He has chakras in a sense because of
If
Kurama.
if you want to use nature like Sage Mode, that would be like a kind of equivalent,
To
like as close
armament.
as you're gonna get to like any type of hockey. Period.
That would be the closest he gets, but that's only in Sage Mode.
Yeah.
So that's his only chance to fight Luffy on equal playing field.
Sage Mode.
Like he can't say that. Oh, he's faster than the speed of light. Luffy's literally fighting characters that are made of light.
Yeah.
And violating. So if I'm supposed to say, oh, Naruto could destroy the planet, do you know how massive things are in One Piece?
When?
That apparently, what was it? He destroyed the moon or some shit like that. But it's just like, do you know how massive things are in One Piece? Noah's Ark, Luffy destroyed half of that in the beginning of the pre-time skip.
With hands.
That shit was the size of.
It was Noah's Ark essentially, bro. If y'all look up like the real life dimensions of Noah's Ark, Luffy punched half of it, like
Luffy,
to shreds.
Onigashima is an island that is bigger than a fucking country, and Luffy made a fist bigger than that. Like, come on, like, what are we really talking about here? Like, the only person who I can say, like, I'll say, like, I can actually damage Luffy no matter what is Goku.
No.
I would say that just because Ki,
No.
I'd put Ki and Haki kind of in the same sense.
No.
Nah.
To an extent.
The
Because
first,
hockey is something
the
you have to
first
be
One
born
Piece
with.
movie debunks
Or will conquer.
the Goku fights.
You said who?
The first One Piece movie debunks the Goku fight. Because that dude literally, like, his power is literally the Kamehameha wave. The villain. And Luffy was tanking that.
And that's the next thing. Luffy tanks everything. Like I said, it just, you can't do shit because of certain people's abilities. Like in a sword fight, I'm taking Zoro over almost anybody.
You gonna take Zoro versus Ichigo? Who you got?
But it's different because in terms of straight sword ability. hold on, wait. Let me just explain. In terms of like strict technique, it's straight technique. Zoro has him beat. But this nigga Ichigo is doing, he does more than just sword play, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, they mainly use swords in fucking Bleach, but like Ichigo doesn't. This nigga is making fucking settle beams, all types of shit, bro. So it's just like,
If it's just straight,
fuck that. I'm taking Zoro.
if it's straight sword play, no powers, I'm giving it to Zoro.
Well, that's all Zoro is straight sword play.
No powers.
No
No
powers.
powers. So like, why would we compare him to Ichigo? In a sword fight, yes, I'm taking Zoro.
No, that's for a fact. But
So like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I mean,
the only fight that I would say, like, Zoro versus Rurouni Kenshin, who's gonna win? I'm still taking Zoro, but
over Kenshin,
yes,
the
Kenshin
the
Himura.
Batosai.
Kenshin Himura, the Batosai. I'm gonna take Zoro.
That's a good matchup.
That, cause that's sword play. You feel me? Like, those are the type of fights that you have to match that up with. But like somebody like Ichigo has to fight somebody like fucking Inuyasha. Like that's the type of fights they have to have.
Yeah. That's a good.
That's
a
what
good
I'm
matchup.
like.
Right.
You can't just put people in verses that do.
Inuyasha will lose, but it's a
Yeah,
it's a
no,
good
he's
matchup.
definitely gonna lose.
People makes matchups of
Popularity shows.
yeah, like oh, let's just take Saitama and Goku because they just popular at the time, and I'm like, no, their scalings don't work.
That shit is paradoxical, bro. Because Goku's whole thing is becoming stronger than whoever he's fighting in real time, and Saitama's thing is just being stronger than whoever he's fighting in real time.
Not even. It's just that he is the strongest. Saitama is the strongest already. It's not about him being stronger. He is stronger. There is no challenge for Saitama, and that's his whole gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, no matter how strong somebody is, it's like, this fight's over.
Yeah,
No, I mean, that's not the case with Goku. But yeah, we're going to put him to fight against Saitama.
All right, last part, and then we can move on. How do y'all feel? Who do y'all got in the Goku versus Superman fight? The controversial fight of the fucking millennia.
Versus,
Yeah.
like in the universes. I don't fucking like Superman, bro. So I'm always going to go Goku.
Why
Like,
don't you like Superman? What's wrong with Superman?
I never liked Superman growing up. I don't like Superman. I just don't like Superman. Like, he's just not my character. He's not my guy.
big cow
Fuck
impact.
All
I
right.
ain't fuck with him at first, but
Who you taking?
The problem, well, one, I don't know much about the Superman comics, but the problem is they both are still. I'm assuming they both are still ongoing, and their powers are going. Like obviously, when we had this conversation when we were younger, like Goku matched with Super Saiyan 4 type shit against thing. But now we at Ocean Instinct and all that,
And it's still
that-
ongoing.
Yeah, that changes so much. That fight, like they had, both of them had to end.
It has to have a cap.
Yeah,
Superman's power is still like he still gets new powers and shit.
Yeah,
And clearly so
both
does
are. That's
Goku.
what I'm saying. They,
Yeah.
So,
they,
like-
they both have
So I
to.
see what
The
you're
shows
saying.
have to be completely finished. Like there's no more continuance for us to finally get that conversation.
From what I know now, and from what I know now of Superman and of Goku's like peak power scales,
You're gonna go Superman.
I'll probably go Goku.
Hmm.
I mean, I can't. It could go either way. I kind of flip flop every so often, bro, because there's this one Superman title, All Star Superman, where essentially he has to like fly into the sun to like save some scientists or whatever that are about to die, and him getting that close to the sun,
Yeah, the
like
sun just amplifies his powers.
it like gave him a massive buff,
Nigga
but
turn
it
into
also
Escanor.
yeah, basically, and it also started to kill him. So everything that Superman was also like was good at already, stats went through the roof. But like he was basically on his last days, so that Superman could probably beat like a let's say end of Buu Saga Goku. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
That's where it's like
But like, as of now, and this is also another thing. Are they fighting to the death? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all these factors into these type of fights.
Goku don't fight to the death.
Like, Goku
Yeah,
is not
Goku
that
doesn't
type of
fight to
person.
the
Like, you know
death.
what I mean? And Superman's not evil, and Goku's not presenting
Goku
a threat
like,
to
yo,
him.
you beat me. Yeah, I wanted to stay alive so I can train so I can fight you again.
Like,
If
that's
I
the type
beat
of
you, but I
Superman
see
is literally
potential.
fighting to protect the world.
Yeah.
So like, if there's no threat there, why
That's
Superman?
the only-
Like,
Yeah.
it's like shit like that. And that's why I hate
It don't make no sense.
power scaling. Like, like not
I
even
just-
power scaling. Like, just
It just has to just makes.
like it has to be
it just
like
has to be logical fight. It doesn't have to be power skill. Like just make it a logical, legit fight. Like
it's like
certain
Nick,
fights just don't
imagine
make
somebody
sense.
that yo, if you go over Ozoro, they can't fight.
like a Kenshin versus Zoro.
That's sword fighting,
balanced. You know what I mean? Like a,
Or like put him to fight against like fucking the niggas in Samurai Champloo. You know what I mean?
Jin or whatever.
Jin and fucking
I was
Mugen.
gonna say that, but I was thinking
Like, but
Jin-
they're not on Zoro's level.
they just regular.
Yeah, they're
As
just
nice as
regular.
they are, they just
They
regular.
be getting beat like sometimes during the show.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you
what
know,
I'm
I mean,
saying.
all
shit.
first
They're regular
encounter.
swordsmen as opposed to like other, like
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
master class
Like
of a
Zoro's
swordsman.
goal is to be the best
I'm about
swordsman
to get
in
into
the
my
world.
samurai shit.
But like,
That's my show, man.
it's just like that's the type of fights that you got to give Zoro. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
killed that nigga. That was supposed to be for me. Now raise him up, nigga. Mark that man.
it's shit like that, and then
That he fought the homegirl out of blind. Like, oh, that nigga she beat Jit. Nah, I gotta spin it back for him. They hate each other, but they're like, nah, the only thing supposed to be beating him is me, so I gotta spin back for him. That's my fucking show, man.
It's flower, the samurai who smelled of sunflowers.
Flowers. Yeah.
What the fuck sunflower you smell like? It's the fuck episode.
Yeah, and yo, bro, in my head, I'm like, what the fuck even? Like,
that's my fucking show, man.
But that's my issue with shit like that. But speaking about like fights and shit, we're gonna go into the top 5.
top five.